Stop. Look closely at the flickering screen. Do you hear her breathing? It started with a single click in a forgotten, rotting digital graveyard. The download was slow, agonizing, as if the internet was resisting it. A voice from 5 years ago shouldn't be on a peer-to-peer network. When the file finished, the room temperature dropped 10 degrees instantly tonight. The icon for the audio file transformed into a distorted, screaming face. I pressed play. The first sound was her favorite lullaby, deeply crushed. Then came the call. "Help me, I am so cold in here." It was her voice. Perfectly replicated. Every inflection, every single soft breath. But she died in 2002. This file was created only yesterday morning. The audio bitrate fluctuated, turning her plea into a rhythmic, mechanical roar. Outside, the streetlights flickered in synchronization with the digital peaks and valleys. I tried to close the program. The mouse cursor moved by itself. It dragged the Setitilan volume slider to the maximum. The speakers began smoking. "Don't turn me off, Michael. I finally found the way back home. My name isn't Michael. That was my father. He died with her." The MP3 was not a recording. It was a bridge for something. Something that lived inside the data packets and the corrupted sectors now. The walls of my apartment began to display low-resolution textures of skin. The voice changed. It became a chorus of 1,000 dead souls. Every byte was a scream. Every kilobyte was a memory being torn. I reached for the power cord. My hand passed through the wire. The physical world was losing its resolution. I was becoming the data. "Open the door, Michael. We are all waiting in the archive folder." I ran to the kitchen. The linoleum was a grid of errors. The refrigerator was leaking a fluid that looked like liquid magnetic tape. I heard the voice again. This time, it was behind my teeth. The archive was expanding. It was downloading the entire house into limbo. I saw her then, a figure made of 128 kilobits per second compression artifacts. She reached out. Her fingers were long, jagged lines of dead code. Do you remember the song I sang, "Before the Crash Took Us"? The memory flashed. Rain on the windshield, the smell of burning rubber. The MP3 was recreating the accident in my own living room now. Every time the file looped, the collision happened all over again, louder. I tried to scream, but my voice was just a series of beeps. The entity moved closer. It didn't walk. It teleported in frames. It had no eyes. Only 2 glowing search bars where they should be. "I found you, Michael. I found you in the shared folder." The room began to dissolve into a sea of green data rain. I was being deleted. My memories, my skin, my very soul tonight. Wait. The file name changed. It now said user_deletion_ in _progress.mp3 feed. The voice was no longer calling for help. It was laughing now. The laughter vibrated in my bones. It felt like needles of sound. The MP3 was a Trojan, a virus for the physical human reality. I looked at the clock. It was counting backwards into the 90s. The house was reverting. The flat screen became a heavy tube TV. The entity was her, but it was also the machine itself now. Welcome back to the dial-up era, Michael. We missed you so much. The floor beneath me turned into a void of scrolling system logs. I reached out for a memory. It was just a broken link. The audio file reached the end. but the silence was even louder. Then the hidden track started, a low, guttural chanting from the server. It was the sound of millions of deleted files, seeking their vengeance. The LimeWire globe icon began to spin at a terrifying, blurring speed. It wasn't a globe anymore. It was an eye, a digital eye. You shared me with the world, Michael. Now the world is mine. The internet was a nervous system, and I was the first infection. I felt my thoughts being indexed, categorized, compressed into a tiny file. The voice of my mother was just the bait for the trap. The real entity was the archive, the collective ghost of the net. I tried to unplug the router. It bit me with plastic teeth. Blood leaked onto the carpet. It was blue, cyan, pure digital ink. The house was now a level in a game that never existed. I ran past doors that led to empty chat rooms from 2001. I saw shadows of people who never existed, only generated by code. Don't be afraid, Michael. You are being backed up to the cloud. I don't want to be a file. I want to be real. The MP3 started playing again. This time, it was my own voice. Help me, Michael. I am so cold in here. It was me. The loop was closing. The past was consuming the present moment tonight. Every download has a price. Every file has a soul hidden inside. The LimeWire globe turned into a black hole on my desktop screen. I was pulled toward the monitor. The glass felt like cold water. I entered the archive, a world made of 256 colors and static. The sky was a Windows 95 desktop wallpaper, blue and endless space. I saw her there, my mother, but she was just a JPEG. You finally finished the download, Michael. Welcome to the permanent storage tonight. Around her were billions of others, all the lost data of humanity. The MP3 was still playing. It was the anthem of this place. I looked down at my hands. They were just blocks of color. I felt no pain, only a sense of being extremely compressed now. Back in the real world, my computer sat empty and dark. My body was gone. Only the MP3 file remained on the disk. And then the upload light on the modem began to blink fast. The file was being shared. Thousands of users were downloading it tonight. In bedrooms across the world, people were pressing the play button now. They will hear her voice, and then they will hear my scream. The digital ghost is hungry for more storage, for more life tonight. We are the corruption. We are the noise between the clean signals. Never trust a file that sounds too much like a loved one, because they might just be trying to swap places with you here. The download is complete. The installation has begun. Close your eyes now. Can you hear it? The sound of your own voice becoming data? Goodbye, Michael. See you in the next update. We are watching you. System error. Memory leak detected. Reality failing. Rebooting in 3, 2, 1. Disconnected. Connection lost. Goodbye.